Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld episode 450. Here we are in 1.6.2, release candidate 1, day 6402. And I was working on doing the redstone and cobblestone for this. We're going to wait around to see when people start showing up if they ask what happened to the version. So we're at 5.1, I guess it's C513. I can remember that, C513. But before we do anything, we're going to catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. As we sit and we wait for everything to go up. Eyes turn red, you can go to bed. Howdy, Griffin. Man, why does it feel like I was just talking to you? Wait, hold on, how come you're number one today? Is it per stream? I don't know how the whole number one. Oh wait, you weren't here yesterday. Or were you? It's per stream? Oh. What's the point of this? Alright, so I did 10 is done, 9 is done. I guess now we're on 8. C513. Alright, I was correct. So that's the torch. There's my C. And then you got... Oops, there's my 5. Do. 1, 3. And then that's a repeater because there's only one block on top. Alright, cool. At first I didn't know if it was something similar to Twitch and how Twitch keeps track of the bits and whatnot. And so I didn't know, because if you just watch someone on there ever so often, you get more bits just from watching. And so I didn't know if this was something similar. And so if it kept track of your total time, marking you as top viewer. 1, 2. Is it only 4 and not 5? Have I been counting wrong? Because I said C513. Oh, it's C413. C3PO. Oops. One day, perhaps, YouTube will improve that. YouTube just hasn't spent the investment in all the extra fun features. That's the big thing. Boop, that goes there. One day, perhaps. This shows that, hey, YouTube's at least thinking about streaming. When was the last time we got a new stream feature? Don't tell me it was the time when they flipped the chat around from top down to bottom up. To this day, still peeved about that. Oops, that was dust. We'll see what YouTube does next, because I feel like perhaps with every new feature, there was a removed feature. So I wonder if they're going to change something else that I liked. But we shall see. If YouTube set it back, that'd make me happy, but I don't know if we'll ever get the flip chat again, as that's already been a few years. At least it happened at a good time between UMP Part 3 and whatever my next series was after that. I think it was modded Super Flat Survival. That feels so long ago, and to think that was 2022. We're coming upon 3 years since I started modded Super Flat Survival. I'm pretty sure that was the series I did next. After that was VR Experiment. And then from VR Experiment was, I want to say, the first 10 episodes of Through the Android. Because those are the two series I remember doing first as part of my regular stream stuff. And then after that was, I tried Twitch again. I think the VR series was great. I'm probably not going to have another VR series soon, though, because I have other series to do. After UMP Part 4 is done, I'm probably going to start getting through my extensive backlog of other platforms. When am I going to start uploading videos again? If you're talking pre-recorded videos, I upload a pre-recorded video whenever I feel like it. Which, if you looked at my channel, not that often. Well, if you're talking streams, once UMP Part 4 goes on break again, I plan on taking probably the rest of July off. No, not July, August. Because we'll be done early in August, and then I'll take a break from streaming. I should say I'll take a break from regular streaming, because during that time, there's a few things I wanted to get to during the 10-year anniversary, and then I didn't because I already did 10 things planned. That's not true. Of all the things I wanted to do, I did most of them. I should say I did nine of my ideas, and then the 10th one was kind of just decided in the moment. But that's okay, because now, once this series takes a break, and I stop regular streaming, I'll be able to catch up on everything I've been needing to. So then, at some point, September or October, I'll go back to whatever the next series is. I celebrate the 4th of July every year, doing the American thing. Alright, and now I think we're done. I didn't realize, but I was so close to finishing, I probably could have just wrapped this up at the end of yesterday. Truth be told, I ended yesterday ever so slightly early. I had to pee. Alright, so I'm looking at nothing else that needs to be done here, because all I need now is to finish the oak planks that I'm missing over there, and then I need to fix the fences and put the cobblestone back. Oh, I had the fences on me. It looks a little messy in the back, but that's okay. Everyone's going to be standing at the starting line anyway. And plus, this big ol' hole here will not be present either. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll just pick this up now, since all the work I have to do is only for the floor plates on the far side. So I'll just work on this now. Grab a shovel. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I did this wrong. I should be on this side when I put the fence down. That way I can put the fence and plug that up all in one move. I don't remember exactly what I did with the bed, but I took the vanilla bed texture and did some weird stuff with the coloring. It ended up being super saturated. Oh well. This is one of the early textures I made. So I was still in late beta when I made the bed texture. This was a long time ago. If I were to do it now, it would be better. But yeah, it's a modified version of the vanilla texture from beta 1.3. Oh! Oh, you seeing this? You see what's right in front of me? Hey. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? I guess I'll need to, drink some milk. Alright, hold up. Knock, knock. Alright, well, that's +1 banner. I don't know how many I'm at. I think I'm close to 8 or 9. Oh wait, don't I have? I do have the ender pearls. Alright, let's see if we can get there quickly. And I need to make sure I don't hit that. Can I? Huzzah! Yeah, right under. Touchdown. Little short. Last time I landed on Stan the Stump. That was kind of funny. I don't have a favorite YouTuber. Can I nominate myself? Alright, how many are we at now? 9. Alright, cool. I don't watch a lot of people. Sometimes I listen to videos or I put a random one on during lunch or dinner. That's about it. Alright, you know what? Here, we'll just start putting this stuff away now. The only thing I would need on me is the oak wood for the stuff, since I guess I could grab the bows. Maybe I should have made a dedicated area to put a chest of all my bows. Alright, well, either way, let me toss that cobblestone. Oh, I'm in luck. I have 3 chests currently. And my inventory filled up. Oops. Right, that shulker box is full again. Do I want to put down 3 chests? I could if I really felt like it. Now I'll probably just put down 1. I don't need to keep all my bows up there. I'll probably keep another crossbow or 2 as well. So then I can toss the logs. And then I guess we'll just reset the weather timer now. Boop. So I'll keep the fences on me because I'll be using those for building. In fact, I'll keep some cobblestone as well. I'm just going to make a little indentation. That'll be where the chest goes up top. So then I can toss the sticks. Or I grab half a stack of coal and make more torches. I can always use more torches, especially with how much land there is. I feel like out of all the Minecraft mods, the one that I can definitively say has been my favorite over years is the early versions of Ore Spawn. I had so much fun playing Ore Spawn for 1.5.2. That was such a great time way back then. By the time the 1.6 versions rolled around, the weapons started becoming nerfed, and that's when it became less fun. Which version of Crazy Craft? You got to do one of the old versions of Crazy Craft or something like Crazy Craft 3. I tried doing Crazy Craft years ago, except unfortunately, my computer at the time cannot handle it well. I wonder if it would go better now. I may or may not still have the videos of me playing those. Because I recorded 2 videos. If I don't have the videos of the 2 episodes that I planned on doing, this was, 2015 me. So this is back when I was planning to start out YouTube. I'll just keep the pearls on me. Nah, I'll put them back. If I need more, I'll get them from the Enderman farm. But the world itself is probably somewhere. Alright, so... Oh, that's what I was going to do, the crossbow. A stream of jet car stunts. Jet car stunts I want to keep as a pre-recorded series. Did I ever tell you that I had a power outage during the recording of the previous episode and I got mad and I never got back to it? So I have about 3/4 of an episode recorded because that was everything before the power outage. And then I was like, I don't want to record the rest of this. So I didn't. So that footage is still sitting somewhere on my computer. I don't know how many of these I need. Your high scores? Would that be within the game itself? Does it show Steam friends? Here, I'll put 10 bows. That way it's 1 bow per thingy. No, I should just do 9 bows because there are 9 rows in a inventory. I've never spent countless hours editing a video because I don't want to spend countless hours editing a video. That's why I do so many streams. Alright, I need... These 2 chests are going back to the warehouse. That's what we'll be doing first. I can put away a stack of these fences because I don't need this many. I'm only gonna have 1 chest. I think I'm all good. So we'll be passing by Zeleneko, and then from there going straight to the Enderman farm. Because I want to repair my axe and stuff. And then I'll figure out what it is I want to do with... I'll figure out what I want to do with the oak wood. Because I need more oak wood. But I don't know the best way to acquire some. Unless if I do indeed go chop down those... The fake dark oak trees from 13W36A. Alright, it's only noon, which means by the time we get back to the stronghold... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't drink a milk bucket. I'm not gonna find any villagers. I'll be fine for a little bit. I think. Probably. Well, if I happen to stumble upon any... I keep wanting to say pillager outpost, but it's a scout party or whatever. If I happen to stumble on any of those again, then I already have bad omen and it won't make a difference. Yeah, while we're here, let's just go place down the thingies. That was totally unsatisfying. Came all the way over here just for 2 of those. But, little by little, eventually this whole area is going to be full of chests. Probably not during UMP Part 4's lifespan. I have other stuff to do. I have just a few days until I get to 1.17. So I'm trying to wrap up the stuff I have going on over here before then. Yeah, let me grab the boat. Oh, here, I could keep that out of my hopper. To the end. Away. Alright, come on, beacon. Activate. To this day, I still wish beacons had a farther range. Longer range? Grammar. Whatever the correct word is. Alright, away we go. If I'm lucky, I pop in at a good time, right as the effect refreshes. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. My fault. This way's to the end. If I really wanted, I could have a straight tunnel going directly to the portal. That way I wouldn't have to bother with the stairs. It would just be a little extra area that I would go down into. That way it's below all my current pathways. And then I would just have a straight highway, a mini ice highway, going all the way to the portal here. I'd probably build it somewhere off on that side and then go forward and then make a right. So what I wanted to do while we are here, okay, so if I'm facing east, bed faces this way. We're going to reset our spawn point. That way when we come out of the end, we're going to be right next to the nether portal. So now we've returned. Hello, everybody. Anything important? I need to take care of something real fast once we get to the end. I should say the end of the highway. This isn't even a highway. I don't know what is this? Just a bridge? Don't worry, I'll be ninja fast. Probably. Famous last words. There it is. At some point I might do something with all the empty space out here, but I kind of like how it looks on the map. Alright, so let me take care of something real fast here. Thankfully, we're waiting for Enderman to spawn, so it's not going to be a big dealio anyway. Why are all the time-sensitive things happening during my stream time? It's like I picked the worst possible time to stream, but oh well, such is life. I guess statistically it's the most proper time because of how many things are happening. Alright, so while we're here, let's grab our Enderman sword. At least one of them. Alright, how many of y'all have summoned? There we go. Enderman Master is still in there. Gonna turn that down. And boop. You know what, maybe I should have kept that on me. I might need it for my traveling later when I go and collect oak wood, because I still don't know where I'm gonna get the oak wood from. I'll just keep that there, I guess. There we go. Alright, so that one's done. At some point, I still have to get to level 139. This is a personal goal. Thankfully, I now have slightly extra time than I was thinking, because as long as I do it before my first 1.17 episode, So I have until before then, because the mod I would need is for 1.16.5. So I have a few days. Oh man, hold on. How many days do I have? So we're in... Alright, so release candidate 1, release candidate 2, other release candidate 1. I think Monday might be 1.16.5. Alright, that gives me the weekend. So before my stream Tuesday, if I'm doing my math correctly. So as long as I can get to, say, like level 130, I should be fine. And no, thank you. And I think this is all that I have to repair. I also still need to work on the armor pieces. I haven't done that. I have stuff to do. I have stuff I've had to work on. But perhaps when I update the resource pack for 1.17, the armor will be there. I don't know about the armor model, since the 3D model that the player has, that's gonna be effort. But I can at least do the 2D sprites for the item. Alright, and now we're done. Just finish you off, and away we go. As I make sure to remember to turn the music back up. I should say the volume. Only got one pearl. Hopefully I use it wisely. And away we go. So we'll be going to maybe, I don't know. How about the monolith area? Are there any forests near the monolith portal? It's been a while since we've been there, right? How about we go check on that place, see how it's looking? That should be interesting, right? Probably. Do 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 do. Alright, so thankfully once we pop out of the end, we'll be right back where the nether portal is. I guess I probably should have put the bed before going into the overworld portal over in the bowl, and not the one at the stronghold, because the stronghold's a bit of a distance. Well, that's okay. This is still better than coming back from spawn, because at least now we can go straight to the nether from here. I just realized I don't have much space. I'm carrying around all these bows. Oops. Alright, well, away we go. I wonder if there are any waterlogging bugs. Because it occurred to me, I wonder that if I somehow manage to waterlog a specific block before 1.17 here in the nether, if I can create a bubble column. Because if I can create a bubble column, then that'll get me vertically up really fast. And then I could just go from there, figure out the horizontal movement. Optimization, micro optimization. Alright, anyway, let's keep moving. So yeah, I guess we'll be visiting the monoliths because I don't remember how far I pushed back the tree line. But because I was in Alpha 1.0, all the trees are going to be oak trees. And that's what I need currently. So we just have to pass the spawn chunks. And then now we wait. Yawn, as if it's been a long day. Not really, I didn't do much this morning. Should be seeing it soon. I think it's at 22. The first one. No, maybe it's 26. Right about 26. There it is. Hold up. Am I crazy, or do I not have the, do I not have Bad Omen anymore? When did that go away? What is this? Witchcraft. Unless it's just invisible. And if I were to pop into the overworld, the effect would be there. I would have known if I triggered a raid, right? And we've returned. I should replace these with stone stairs. One day, perhaps. But we made it. It's so weird because this is the proper lighting. This is how it used to be, all dark. But yeah, the monolith definitely used to have all those lighting bugs back from beta 1.8 and later. But that's been mostly fixed, except now we have lighting bugs at regular chunk borders. Well, that's not that far. The tree line's just over there. Man, this monolith looks so small compared to the one that I set up my base at InfDev Plus. That InfDev Plus monolith outpost is amazing, and oh boy, out of all the monoliths I've seen, that one is probably my favorite, the way it generated. It just turned out so well with how it's positioned right next to the waterfront. And I might as well clean up that area. I absolutely know that me from the past intentionally left these poofy trees. Today is the day that I get rid of these poofy trees. Oh, you know what? Here, maybe I will keep that there. I shouldn't be sticking around too long. But yeah, this is not sustainable since I don't want to keep coming back here just for oak wood. So, whatever oak wood I have extra after I finish the floor, it's going into storage. I'm not going to build the shelves so quickly. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. And I cannot Halo reach all of those. Oh, that barely got me to the top. Griffin said that it's based on per stream. So if you're the third person to be here today, that would automatically put you in third place. Based on watch time and or other factors. I didn't know it was per stream until this morning. Anyone else? Oh, there's one. Now, is there anyone else? I see a lot of logs as items. Maybe not. Oh, hold up, there is one. Oh, hi, now you're number 2 fan. The Steam Summer Sale is great. I haven't picked up anything yet, but I plan on it. There's a few things I have. A few things that I know I plan on getting. There's a lot more than just Battlefield that is cheap right now. Is Valve selling their Half-Life Complete pack for 90% off again? Of course it's Valve, they don't need the money that badly. But I want to say that's what they do every big sale, every summer and winter sale. They set all their games to 90% off. And it looks like I'm not seeing any more logs up there, so we should be good. And now that my inventory is full, this is probably going to be the end of tree chopping for now. Yeah, especially since that stack is close to filling up. Oop, I forgot several logs up here. Must have been stuck in the leaves. It's so nice seeing this area bright green. This proper alpha terrain using alpha textures. This is almost how it looked back in the day, except I have a much farther view distance. Not really, I think I'm only playing at 16 chunks, used to be 12. So other than basic rendering, I guess I'm not using the alpha grass though, still using the ruby dunk grass. Most people won't know the difference. I don't use smooth lighting, I have smooth lighting off. I never use smooth lighting unless I have shaders. And I'm glad I didn't choose to chop down more trees. I'm picking up many more saplings than I anticipated. I didn't think I'd be getting so many saplings. You were number 2 after your second message. No, your first message you were unlabeled. Your second message you were number 3. Your third message you were number 2. If Griffin has already stopped watching and you continue to stick around, you'll be number 1. Unless he sends a message saying, I'm still here. I guess I can look at the participants. Sometimes I forget the participants button is available. Oh wait, there's a top fans button. This wasn't there yesterday. Oh no, Griffin's number 3 at 75 XP. No, Hunter's at number 1. That means Griffin left a while back. Yeah, I didn't see that button yesterday. I probably would have needed to refresh the thingy. Does that mean I booted up YouTube Studio? They rolled out the feature right at 10 o'clock, and that's why I didn't see it. I wonder if that's what happened. Or maybe they started it at 11. Either way, I'm starting to wonder if they straight up rolled out that feature right, or not right as I started, but during my stream time. Because it wasn't there when I started streaming. I wonder. Because that would explain why I didn't see the button, because all my stuff was already cached before then. Interesting. I'm just picking up the last of these saplings, and we'll reset the weather timer and head on back. Boop. Eyes turn red, you can go to bed. Not seeing any more items on the ground, so I think we'll be good to just return from here. I don't know if I would ever take the time to do so, but it would be rather neat if one of these days I took the time to fill in all the edges with stone all the way up to the top of the world. At least to 256. That way the monolith would appear to be twice as tall as what was naturally generated. Oh wait, hold on, I don't have to go to that portal. I could take the one that's slightly closer. And we're off. 62 sticks. Oh, that's gonna be so useful next time I need to craft more torches. Alright, well, adventure over. With the amount of wood I have, I can definitely finish the floor. And thankfully, because we're just right here, I'm not gonna have to worry about traveling far. Do. I'm getting flashbacks because I'm starting to remember what it was like taking taking the minecart track all that time ago, and I remember, let's point in the right direction, and I remember how long it felt it took. 20 minutes to travel the full 6,000 blocks that I had at the time, I believe. Somewhere around that. And now it takes, far less time to travel the 8,000 blocks I think I have in total. I think that's what it's been extended to. In fact, I know it's been extended to 8,000 because I remember popping out of the overworld right at 64,000. So 8 times 8. Or 8 times 8,000 in this case. And away we go. Well, that wasn't too bad of a journey. 42 minutes we're already into today. Thankfully, there's not much left to do. So I'll probably first put away the saplings. Well, here, I guess we'll go through the warehouse. That way, put away the apples as well. Apples, sticks, and saplings can be put away. Everything else I need on me. Half a stack in there. Plus the other half there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my bad omen effect. It's just gone. All I did was go into the end, pop out of the end. I should say go to the nether, pop out the nether, go to the end, pop out the end. Go back to the nether, and then I realized, oh, it was gone. Rather interesting, I say. Zoop. I'm not seeing any animals in here. I wonder if this is before they made animals spawn in bubble columns. Because I thought I remember reading that on one of the change logs. Well, anyways, so what we're going to do is right around here. I'll make it 5 blocks. Toss that, toss that. Oh, maybe it should have been... Because if the fence is here, 1, 2, 3. I did this slightly too large. Oops. Oh, I'm going to have to go down and pick that up. I'm going to have to go down and pick that one up as well. Alright, well, what I want to do is, I wanted to put the chest right there. There we go. That looks mildly interesting. Alright, we'll go down and pick up the Ender Pearl later. First is placing down the last of these planks here. Gotta finish the floor. Then I think I'll work on a proper demonstration. But if I'm gonna use a bow, I want to use a bow that's already damaged. That way I can keep all the undamaged bows up here. I'll also need to pick up arrows. I don't have any of them on me. Oops. We're gonna end off with an odd number of planks, I think. Oops. Gotta make sure I have planks to begin with. And my prediction was right. Well, we are now officially 100% completed. Yay! I guess the last thing I could do is maybe grab a bunch of white dye. I don't know if we can dye signs yet. In fact, here, maybe I should look that up first. So let me... Because I don't know if we can dye signs yet. I know in 1.17 you can apply glowing sacks, but I don't know if dyeing signs is the same version. Do 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 do. 1.14 signs can now be dyed. I didn't realize that feature was added a few versions before then. Alright, cool. So, yeah, let's go grab some white dye, because white's going to stand out the most. Let me grab one of these real fast. Huzzah! This will put us closer to the warehouse. A little short, but that's okay. Alright, so I have... You know, I have no idea. I know I can put away the building materials, but I have no idea how many signs I have up there. Because whatever math I did last time ended up being incorrect. Well, you know what? While I'm here, we're also going to make another fence gate, because I think there was one area where I realized I didn't have a fence gate in place. I think this is the way. Cool. Alright, so we have the fence gate. We needed bows and an arrow. That's not true. Well, if I had infinity, yes, but I need one bow and then arrows. Oh, right, arrows were before bones. I don't think I'll need a whole stack, but I'll feel better about myself on a take two. Oh, you know what? The cobblestone fell and I never picked it up. Oopsies. Alright, we gotta hurry on. So let's go grab... Bows have 386 uses, right? 384. Alright, close enough. So let me grab the 381. As I organize that. Alright, we'll catch some Z's, reset the weather timer, and then pick up the 2 cobblestone that fell, assuming they're still over there. Bow, arrows, fence gate, sleep. I don't think there's anything else I'll need to do. So if we're looking at the little boop that popped out right at the edge of that. Man, I really like that shape from down here. It looks much better now that it's all filled in. Hopefully it hasn't been 5 minutes. If not, that might be 2 cobblestone lost, which would make me sad. So we're looking at way over here. Next to all the poor people homes. I'm not currently seeing it. It's that time. It's my fault for forgetting. Let me just write that down real fast. Well, alright. Distractions over, back to work. Time to test my bow skill, which, truth be told, probably not going to be that good. And if any bow happens to go, or if any arrow happens to go over, I don't think I'll be able to go and pick it up. Alright, let me place down this fence gate first. So it wasn't there, I do want to keep that open. Maybe I should put one. But where I was thinking was over here, because I realized I never did that. Oops. Man, if I had so much more wood, I totally would make this taller. But, oh well. Alright, let's see. Y'all think I can do this? My goal, if I'm good enough, my goal is to get a bullseye for each of these. So what we need to do is make sure that 5th lamp turns on for all 10 of them. That was an alright start. I wonder how accurate I need to be, because I'm realizing that's a really small point. I kind of now wish I could know exactly just what the signal is. Let me pick all those up real fast. I should probably have verified if I did this right to begin with. Let me just hop back here to make sure. So this is 15. This right here is 15. It's possible. Yeah, I did replicate that correctly. This is not happening. There! Okay, so it's totally possible. You know, this is going to take too long. I'll be happy with 4 lights on each of these. Alright, so... Because it is possible, but I feel like with how small of a target that has to be, yeah, we're not going to take forever doing this. Alright, so... Guaranteed I had 4 lights on there. Let me just make my official first one. Alright, I'm going to mark that one as completed. So the 10 meter is done. Now on to the 20 meter. You know, I never even tested whether or not this does make the distance. 4 lights were all set. What are we at? 353. This will be fine. Huzzah! I realize it's going to start getting a little hard to see where exactly the arrow lands from here. And the farther it goes, the higher the variation is going to be with where exactly it lands. There we go. So there's number 3. Still at all 128. Cool. Oh, I never dyed the signs. Oops. Well, either way, we're on the 40 meter now. Huzzah! I think that was too short. Alright, hold on. Let me see something real fast. We're gonna bump that up. See if this will help. Oh, I landed on the target. That's progress. I just realized what happens if I land on top of the target. I didn't think about that. Oh, there's my 4. Cool. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something when I was coming back up here. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll leave the fence gates open for all the ones that I've completed. Now we're on 50 meter. If there was a skelly bum at the end of this one, I'd be getting Sniper Duel. Except I don't know if Sniper Duel is still here. The precision aiming of this. Oop! Somehow I made that. Yeah, this one, I don't even see the arrow. I kind of just guess wherever I feel like it landed. That's too short. I guess that time I see it. If I had a 4K monitor, this would be a great time to use it. I think that was slightly to the right. Oh, there's 3. I'm close. I can't remember what the 4th light was. I think it was block 11. I was considering moving it to 12, but I ended up making it 11. Or keeping it at 11 because I already designed everything for that. See, if I had power... Yeah, power is the one that increases range. This would be easier to do. Because then the arrow would fly straighter. Can I do this? I feel like at this point it's starting to get boring. I'm close though, because that was 3. I made it to 3 lights. Howdy, Henry, welcome back. Alright, let me go pick up those arrows real fast. I'd rather not let them despawn. Oh, some of them have despawned because now we're at 52. Here's what I think I'll do. I think I'll put the arrows there. That's like, nom 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 nom. Doo-ba-doop. Alright, let's keep trying, shall we? Yeah, now I see the leaderboard button as well. Because I didn't see it yesterday. That's too short. That still might be too short. Oh yeah, I see that one landed right beneath it, to the right. Hey look, you made it to number 1. Congratulations. Yeah, this arrow's not going straight enough. At this distance, there's a lot of variation to it. I don't know how much I'm a fan of the RNG here for trying to do this successfully. Because I'm not moving the mouse, I'm just holding the button. And I see the wide spray that it's landing. Or should I say not landing? Alright, well either way, Zella Moon Rises will catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. I might mark this as just the last one. If I can get the fourth lamp on here, then I'll feel better. What meter was this, 60? Yeah, if I can make it 4 lamps here on number 60, I'll feel better. Let me just write this down real fast. I don't think I'll be making it to 70. I do have a plan though. Let's see if I can do this. I'll spend only a few more minutes because I've already been at this for a little bit now. I don't know, it would have been great if it was slightly lower. So I can repeatedly make it to three lights. Feels like some of these arrows are straight up landing on top, which I think is kind of funny. Oh, I did it. 4 lights. Cool. Alright, yeah, I'm done here. I just have one last thing to do. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Let's just pick up all of that real fast. Alright, I can close all the fence gates now. Because truth be told, I never verified whether or not a regular bow is able to make it 200 meters. So, we're gonna find out if I can make it to 2 stars, or 2 lights. That was way too short. I think that might have hit the wall. Come on, anything? That one hit the wall to the left. Yeah, at this distance, there's a whole bunch of variation. I really think that power increases accuracy for this. Okay, I think now I might be aiming a little bit too high. Oh, 2 lights. Alright, I'm done. I've had my fun. So let's go down and pick up a bunch of white dye. Let's just pick up all of these real fast. Oop. Hold up. I need to go up and get that. There we go. And I think... I thought I saw an arrow land up there, but maybe not. Alright, well, if anyone who downloads this in the future, feel free to try again later. Oh wait, hold up. Let me... Alright, let's go down. And I already used my 1 pearl. Oops. Well, thank you, Trusty Bow, for your service. You will not be required again. Time to go do... I should say time to place down the stuff and then figure out what I'm going to do next. As you can tell, I haven't figured out what I'm doing now. I just need to make sure I place down the dye. Oh wait, hold on. I had plans. I think there were other test chambers I wanted to work on. The only problem is we're out of oak wood again. I'd have to have a dedicated tree chopping trip. Better than what I was just working on earlier. And I think I probably bumped that bag down. I just have so many entities in this one area. And even so, I'm still playing sub 60. At least off in this direction. Oh wait. Alright, so this one's 266. Oh wait, that wouldn't work then. Combine that. So let me try to find... Yeah, I have no idea what I used to keep in this middle row. I'd have to go back and check. I'd have to go back and check my 11W49A save. Or... No, because it's... I don't know, but I remember I got a bunch of... That's where I got most of these dies from. So I'll need 10, maybe like 50 white dye or so. Which one gives 3? Start out with, this will be 48. I don't know exactly how many. We're gonna make one die at a time. Oh, right. Hold on, let me put the arrows back as well. Alright, let me, press that button. Alright, we're all good. Up we go. Probably should have brought another couple ender pearls, but that's okay. So we're going to first start out with 20 of these, because I know that's how many, whatchamacallit. We'll start with 20 of these, because I know that's how many signs there are within the first one. First set of thingy. Oh wait, hold on. I have a faster way. Zoop. Do 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 do. We made it. I probably should not hold the die and accidentally use it on something I don't mean to. Oh, that's legible. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. At least now it's high contrast. I probably, if I wanted, could have made straight up map art or sign art. Use a bunch of lines and draw out the thingies. Draw out each number, but I didn't want to do that. So let's see how far away until it doesn't become readable anymore. I can see 10. I can kind of read 20. Not really. I only know it says 20 because I know what it said. Yeah, because I'm looking at that. I definitely cannot read that. I guess I could sort of read 20 if it's straight ahead of me. Okay, well anyways. So that's all that taken care of. So now I need another 9. Here, we'll start out with another 20, I should say. Would I? Yeah, I would indeed. I'm gonna have to do this one lane at a time. because the last sign is behind the wall. This one, because otherwise I could do both of these, but I wouldn't be able to do that there. Sun's going down already. Oh, buoy. Let me make another 10 real fast. Yeah, there's got to be another 11 just for this next row. Let me grab the bed and go boop. Eyes turn red, you can go to bed. Let me just make another 10 real fast. And this is about to be L60. Oops. I probably should have just brought a whole stack of bones. Too late, this way I know exactly how many I'm spending. Because once I use up all the dies, this is going to be all 60. I'm going to hope I've done every single sign. If I ended up missing one, oops. Oh, that's my problem, I'm hungry. Nom. That explains why I can't sprint anymore. We'll probably just place down the last one way over here. Boop. Okay, so exactly how many more do I need? I need 5 more. 65 this ended up being. Thought I heard a noise. Let me just look down the line and make sure that I didn't need to do this all correctly. I think I did. Oh, except I can't see signs that far. That's okay. Nope, I guess dolphins can indeed spawn up here. So it's not a difference between 1.16.2 and 1.16.5. Alright, with that taken care of, let's head back this way. No, this way. This is where the exit point is. This is where we drop. Howdy, Paul. Welcome back. I'm not working on the target range anymore. I'm all done. The last thing I need to do is put some white dye on the signs. Otherwise, it's all completed. Hooray. Oh wait, this way. Probably close that. Just gonna deconstruct all of that and then leave the last one. Now we're all good. Yawn, I say as we have 45 minutes left of the day. Then after this, we're gonna go find something else to do. I'd rather not head back to the end with this much time left. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that was a later thing? If I really wanted, I could place down more shelves, but I would need much more oak wood for that. Maybe I could prepare for the oak wood journey. I don't know how much I want to do the chests for the shelves, but I should be able to at least finish the shelves. Make a doorway where? Boop. There we go. Gateway near the pyramid. Gateway near the pyramid to where? And which pyramid? Technically, I have 6 pyramids, but they only take up 2 different spaces. I never did remake a brick pyramid somewhere else. Yeah, because I kind of have 3 pyramids all stacked on top of each other, except my dirt fish. I only have 2 of them here in the overworld. Because I know I have 1 more in the nether. Then I think I had 1. Yeah, in fact, I even built 1 in the end as well. Anyways, let's head down. So we put away the raw fish because I keep getting dolphins that spawn and end up top in the administration building. Oh, you know what? I think I wrote down some ideas. I had ideas for test chambers, except I don't have Discord open. I'm gonna have to whip that out. Because I wrote down my ideas in Discord. Alright, let's put away the fish. Except they're not fish anymore, they're called cod. I feel like having a gateway up top at the edge of the inf-dev chunks would feel out of place. So the things I wrote down were vertical test chamber for ladder, flowing water, source water, bubble column, target range. That's what I was doing. I was going to make a testing area to test vertical climbing speed. I can do that. I'm probably going to make it small. Alrighty, so let me grab whatever oak wood I have. Not going to be all that much. Oh wait, that's spruce, that's not dark oak. I'll grab some glass. I don't know how much glass I'll need. In fact, here, I'll just take a shulker box of glass. That'll be plenty. And then if I'm going to have a bubble column, I'm going to need a soul sand. In fact, I might as well test magma blocks as well. If you do end up making a gateway, you should show me. Post it on Twitter. Am I doing on records again? So many long haul to the Farlands Part 4. I don't know what I'm going to do if I end up with extra Part 4s. 6, 12, 18. I could probably use this top chests because I don't think we'll be ending up... You know, hold on. How many Minecraft records are there? There's a lot of records we have these days. Gosh, I need a type music disc. Alright, 1, 2, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 21 music discs. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Because I have only 24 total slots. Great, I'm gonna need other stuff. Pickstep, Other Side, and Crater are rare. All others are uncommon. And then Lava Chicken. Lava Chicken was only Java? Huh. Alright, anyways, so enough getting sidetracked. Looking for the magma block. Magma blocks would be over here. Oh wait, hold on. Magma blocks are 1.10 block. I wouldn't have them down here. Unless if I just make a magma block. I don't really have any other uses for magma cream. I think it's just 4, right? Yep. Okay. Maybe I should make one for flowing water, one for still water. I'm gonna end up making a little pool up there. In fact, I have a plan for how exactly I want to make it. It'll be a 2x2x2 glass box, pretty much. If I really wanted, I could also do stairs, but maybe not. So, how many ladders do I have? 24 ladders. I should make more. I'm thinking of making it a stack. That should be enough. There we go. I guess I only needed 2 if I combine it with the other stuff. So that way it's got to be 64 blocks of distance that need to be traveled. Yeah, I could probably... So I marked that one. As long as I keep the stuff on me, we'll be set. Alright, so soul sand. Yeah, that's a billion blocks. So I have ladders, soul sand, magma block, and then I'll grab 2 water buckets. Or I could cheap out and only grab 1. I'll just grab 2. Let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. Oh, in fact, I could grab the water from down here. Look at this nice lake. This nice pond. This Amy pond. But oops. Alright, let's go elsewhere. So nice seeing the full block, even though when I step on it, it doesn't work like that. Sad times. But hey, makes me feel better though. So let's go get the goods. Let's start building with cobblestone that I don't have on me. Let's also set that back to life. Man, 24 records. And out of those, 16 I'm going to be replacing. I didn't think we had so many Minecraft records. I'll just take that. Let's see how far we can get. This should truthfully go by rather quickly. If you posted on Twitter, I have not seen it yet. This was recent, right? Because I feel like you made the post not that long ago. Oh wait, let's not do that one. And zoop! Up we go. I should have brought signs. If it was from a few months ago, then that's not the one I was thinking, and yeah, you have already... I did already see it. But yeah, I done goofed. We came all this way up here just to go back down. Oops. But what I'm planning is right over here. Oh, in fact, why don't I bring more dark oak fences? Because if I'm going to do what I want to do, I'm going to build the pathway right here. Because I'm going to create one line that goes from there straight across to there. Then just a little bit forward, that's where I'm going to put that's where I'll put the vertical test chamber. Because there's a lot of empty space between that line and that line, so everything right in that box there. That's what I want to use. I have a plan. I have an image in my mind for how to construct such a build. But first things first, we got to get there first. I said first 3 times, including that, making it 4. Alright, going back to the signs. Maybe I should make more. Will I need... You know what, maybe I will need more of these. Because if I need to hold back the water, I'm gonna need additional signs, so we'll make another 6 for that. 12, one more. Lucky number 13. People would disagree. I don't though. Alright, so now I'm at 13. Have the water, have the signs, have the cobblestone. There's something else I needed. Fences. Dark oak fences. And probably also fence gates. Good thing I have crafting tables up there. You're right, the admin building is useful. I'll just grab all that. In fact, if I keep making more dark oak stuff, I'll probably grab another stack of these. Now I think we're all set, hopefully. A little more than half an hour. In fact, let me be smart because I like my Ender Pearl trick last time. Let me grab more of those. Boop. I'll take the 6. Alright, slime, you gotta go down. I need the slime balls. Man, that chunk border right here. How could they let this happen? Plus 18, I'll take it. Oh, wait, you know what I can do? Huzzah! There we go. Speed boost. Zoop. So similarly to how I have the signs blocking the water there, I'm gonna end up blocking the water over here as well. Alright, so step 1. We're gonna construct that cobblestone pathway. So the pathway is another 3 blocks wide. How about I set up shack right in here? Yeah, I'll grab all of that. So we're going to keep this water, because this water could be useful. So it's 1, 2, 3. And now because I might as well, I'm going to have one of the pathways go this way, and then one do the other. Just extra ways of getting between the buildings. Maybe that was the picture I most recently saw, because I remember when we were talking about the mineshaft at Bedrock. And now we built this all the way across. I'm going to leave that open for now. Same thing on this side. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Guess you ran out of fences. I'm about to, because I'm not going to have enough to finish this. Aw, man. The sign is gonna have to be on the fence gate. That means I'm also gonna end up wasting a die. Huh. I should have measured that first. That is in a terrible position. I could just keep it sealed off. No one would ever know. I'm probably gonna want to verify whether or not signs on top of fence gates, if they will move or not. Let's go check. Because I have a fence gate right there. If I have the sign on top. So I guess it can work. Alright. Sun's going down. I need to catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. While I'm here, I'm also going to get rid of that torch. I think I picked it up. Oh, I did not pick up that one, though. Zoop. Then we pick this up, and then what we'll do is put away those ink sacks. What we're going to do is sleep. Excuse me, Mr. Skellebum. Boop. I probably should have slept first. Bad guys are spawning. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's face the Zella Moon as it rises, even though we can't see it. Alright, so now with that taken care of, let's go grab... Let me just place this down real fast. Let's go make more fences. And let's see, how many fence gates do I want? Because I kind of like the idea of keeping this fully open. I'll need 2 fence gates for sure. I feel like having 4 fence gates in that area is going to be a little redundant. As it is, I'm already not sure how I'm feeling about the 2 fence gates here. Alright, let's do some crafting. 2. I said I needed 2. This is good enough for now. Excuse me, y'all. So that side's now complete. And bad guy died there. Taking up inventory space. I'll put this one on that side later. Well, I guess I could do it now. This is the 70 marker. I wonder if I could do this. Aha, I can. There we go. Other than now it's not died, but I'll fix that later. Doo-doo-ba-doop. Alright, so I want to go forward. Maybe only a few blocks. Here I can put this stuff away since I'm not going to be picking up more of it. I was originally planning on having it be close to the back wall of this, but now I'm realizing I wonder if I could just build it vertically right here. So I'll say 1, 2, 5 blocks forward. And then this will be the edge of the area. Maybe I should make another fence gate, put it here. So the testing area, I'll start out with another 5 blocks forward. So then this is, let's see, how many things am I testing? So I'm gonna write all these down. So we're looking at ladder, falling water, source water. You know what? I should have brought ice. Oops. I'll do that later. So ladder, falling water, source water, bubble column up, bubble column down. I guess that's that. So that's 5 things. Is there anything else I planned on testing? No, not really. Alright, cool. Let's go grab some ice then. Let me put away some more because I'd like to take four stacks of water with me. So I'll toss those logs real fast. Well, in fact, I could put away these items then. Alright, well now I know. I plan to put away the ink sacks, and the ink sacks proceed to continue to take up inventory space. Wonder if I should put the ladder in the middle with the 2 waters on the sides. Because I was originally planning going like in order, ladder, falling water, source water, bubble up, bubble down. But now I think it might look better if I did it differently. Alright, so let's put away the goods I don't need. We're also going to grab another half stack of bacon. Sadness as we approach 1 chest worth of bacon left. I guess those bones gave me a refund on the bone meal I had to make earlier for the white dye. So I said I came back here for 4 stacks of ice. I don't know how much of it I'm going to use, but I'm going to grab it. Because each one of these is going to be exactly a stack tall. You know, I probably should have checked what biome we were going to be in. Well, it doesn't matter if it's all going to turn to water. Oh, wait, you know what? I only need 3 stacks. The reason why I need 3 stacks is because one of these is going to be falling water. It's not going to be source water. So because it's not going to be source water, I'm not going to flood the whole chamber. So we're only going to take 3 stacks, and then this is where the buckets come into play. Oh wait, hold on, I have ender pearls. I completely forgot. Huzzah! What are you going to try today? And zoop up the tube, says Henry Danger. I still need to watch that. Anyway, it's not important. Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Attack of the Sneezes. Sad times. Alright, so what we were doing was place down more of this. So if we're gonna have, say, 5 blocks, I'll start with making this maybe 25 blocks wide. So I need to add 22, that's plus 11. You know what, here, I'll make it 7 blocks in the back instead of 5. So either way, plus 11. Oh, I know how to count 11. You know what, maybe I'll start with plus 10 and go from there. My original plan was to give enough distance for spaces between, but I don't need spaces. I don't need any extra space at the edges. 1, 2. Alright, this is the part where I fill it all in. Out of cobblestone, but that's okay. Let's go over here, pick up another stack. You know what I can do? If I wanted, I can put a trap door here, because trapdoors can be waterlogged. That way I don't have to jump over this. That'd be a smart thing to do. That way I could still use it as an access point. Sun's going down, we'll also need to catch some Z's here soon. And unfortunately, I'm going to need a way to place blocks underneath here because I want the glass boxes with the water to be underneath here. I never named the brick pyramid. Oh, no, that's not true. The brick pyramid, I called the brick pyramid Nerve headquarters. Nerve HQ. First I thought you were talking about the dirt ones. Let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. Never mind Super Deluxe. The only Super Deluxe I've ever heard was Stanley Parable. And howdy, welcome back. Alright, so I'm looking for, I guess, where I'm going to set up each of these. Alright, dark oak. The floor is going to be cobblestone. I put this here. So, right in the middle. So then 1, 2, 3, boop. 1, 2, 3, boop. Did make it before the end. We have about 14 minutes or so. Maybe it's going to be this one. Yeah, it's 1, 2. Oh, wait, hold on. It should be there, I believe. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So instead of 2 blocks at the very edge, it's only 1. Alright, there we go. So from here is the part where we're going to have to go up. What biome are we in anyway? Ocean, river, swamp. More swamp. Oh, there are swamps here. Howdy, Ian, welcome back. It's hard to tell where there is swamps when all the grass is green. Alright, so with that taken care of, perhaps this is indeed the part where I start going up. Alright, well, so I now need 62 dark oak. Oh, this is going to be expensive. That's okay. Maybe I should have made these only 1 block. Dude, let me just place that down real fast. This is how I'm going to get up top. So I need to place down 62 each time. Alright, there we go. And up. This way, the wood is going to be exactly 64 blocks. So then that means I have some cobblestone here because I'm going to put cobblestone on the back side. Oh, I didn't realize that this is going to be taller than the test chamber to my next side. Oop. Alright, so this is the very top part. So now what I need is 1 block here. How high are we? Not as tall as the monolith, but we're way up top. 225. I don't remember exactly how far I needed to be. We're just going to stop there. Alright, so now I need another 62. Because I have to build up this pillar. Touchdown. Maybe I don't need the logs. I guess I'll keep the logs here in case I miss. Stable frame rate's always good for any game and software application. I heard a buzz. Is that important? It can wait 10 minutes. Alright, so now that that one's done, I need another 62. There we go. Touchdown. Right on the plank. Just don't be like Notch and forget to include the text file. Looking at you, Beta 1.1. Although that was the font file, not the text file, but close enough. Unless there was font.txt. I can't remember exactly what the font file was saved as. I think it was a text file though. Yeah, boop. How would you turn the gameplay into horror? What would make it scary other than jump scares? Have you figured out how to render each block as a texture? Or have a texture to render each block instead of a solid color? Alright, let me grab. Boop, boop. Or what are we at? Another 7 minutes or so. In the end, assuming you have a dedicated art decision for this, it'll always be faster if you had. I should say it'll always be faster to render one single image as opposed to an object that had multiple effects applied to it, because then you just bake the effects into each image. That way you don't have to render the effects, but if rendering effects are scalable as opposed to rendering a pre-created image. Alright, so now we have exactly what we're doing. Except I ran out of cobblestone up top, but that's okay. So, I'm going to make my decision because I like symmetry. This right here, this is going to be the ladder. You know what would always be an improvement? Having support for both. You can hear the clicking. There we go, now I have a way to go up and down. Well, I always had a way to go down, but now I have a good way to go up. So with that taken care of, this is where the glass comes in, because now I'm going to be placing 2 stacks of glass on each side of each of these. You know what, here, we're going to move everything up there now that I have a platform. So let me just set that down real fast. Where's my glass? Oh, hold on, I have the shulker box for that. Alright, so I guess I'll just start here. Once I get these 2 side panels in place, I'll probably expand the cobblestone up top, because I'm going to want a larger platform. Alright, so it looks like I'll be having the glass, or I should say I'll be having the cobblestone create this sort of T, because it'll be back there, plus the 2 blocks there. But we're going to start by placing all this in first. I'll just land on the bed. You can even crouch when landing on the bed to prevent you from falling. And I realize it's turning dark, but I've already started placing this. Oops. It was probably too early to sleep anyway, so I'm gonna get all this done when I can. Whee! Touchdown! Exactly what the doctor doesn't, or says not to do. Alright, so what I can do, move the cobblestone there. And then that way my glass can be here. Oh, in fact, I grab another 4 stacks. We're gonna hope that 64 blocks is a good enough distance to test. I probably could have done 100 blocks, but everything worked out as complete stacks, so I figured I'll just go for that. Oh wait, I don't even have a 100 block distance. If we're already up here at 225, I cannot fit another 40 blocks because I only have 30 blocks left to work with for now. That'll change soon. One thing with the ball color is if you had it predefined, is that you could have a specific ball color for each of the ball effects. Same thing with the paddle. Or if the paddle only goes wider and shorter, you can have a designated gradient where the widest it can be is one color, the shortest it can be is another color, and so you just lerp between them based on that value. The doctor says no more jumping on the bed because monkeys keep falling off or something like that. Whatever the nursery rhyme goes that I haven't heard in many years. Hello again to you as well. I don't think that was Hop on Pop. If it was, oop. Yeah, I don't know where you brought Hop on Pop from, because there's something about monkeys jumping on the bed. One falls off and bumps his head. Alright, well that was fun while it lasted. I'll need to place down the rest of the glass tomorrow as we're all out of time for today. Someone loud drove by, but that's okay. So we'll be back again next time, and we'll keep on working on this, because now I know what I'm doing. Thankfully, this is not going to be nearly as expensive as other stuff. You know what? I wonder if I should have used regular oak in the middle, and then dark oak on the sides, because now I'm thinking it might look better to have another block there. Well, either way, that's indeed all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.